Welcome to another edition of the Pro Football Hall of Fame Archive exclusive. I'm Jameer Howerton, joined by Jason Retner. Jason, are you ready for who we have on the phone today?
And I'll tell you what, there's one thing I wouldn't do, and then stand in front of him trying to tackle him.
I would not do that. On the phone is Indianapolis Colts running back Frank Gore. Frank, thanks for taking time in between meetings to join us here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Frank, I know it's a team sport, but right now you are climbing up the charts like you are Kanye right now, man. You are that running back rushing list. You are just rising up. You've passed Hall of Famers like Marcus Allen, Marshall Faulk, and then most recently, obviously, Jim Brown. You are now 9th place all-time rushing yards. What does that record mean to you?
It's great, especially your name being among my name being amongst all the great backs you just mentioned. Marcus Allen, Marshall Faulk, Jim Brown. It's a blessing, man, and that how consistent I've been in this league, and knowing how hard it is to play in this game, and my name, I'm still going, and it's been great.
Frank, a lot of hours and hard work went into breaking that record, but just overall your career, who are some of the people that have inspired you and have encouraged you along the way?
I would say my mom, where she raised me as a single parent. Just making sure our food was on the table and putting clothes on our back, and how hard it was, but she got it done. I'll say some of my coaches like Coach Soliger, my high school running back coach, Coach Payne, and also my NFL running back coach, Coach Tom Robinson. I think Coach Tom Robinson was one of the biggest keys to the way I coached the game. The NFL, once I got with him in the NFL, I think he really took my game to another level as being a complete player.
Frank, when you think of values, the values of the game like commitment, respect, integrity, honor, teamwork, hard work, which one of those resonates to you?
I'll say hard work. I'll say hard work because what I've been through. Coming up as a kid, and also, had to bounce back from college. Tearing up my ACLs in back-to-back years, and having to have a strong mindset and the hard work to get back to myself, to play the game that I love since I was a kid. So I'll say hard work.
Now, speaking of playing the game as a kid, was there anybody that you looked up to, any Hall of Famer that you looked up to, that you really inspired your game?
Well, I would say, once I got older, like around, I'll say like high school, I really, paid attention to Amos Mills, and I also loved the Marshall Faulk. And, my favorite back when he was playing and I was playing also was Damian Thomas. I think, he was one of the greats. One of the greats to ever do it. I used to really love watching the film, especially when I had to play a team, right after him, because I think, we basically had the same offense, and, I think our style kind of similar.
I don't know if you know this or not, but LT's actually up. He's up for the Hall of Fame this year. This is his first year being eligible.
Yeah, I know that. I follow LT. I follow LT. I love my boy Edmund James, and also, my boy Marshall Faulk.
You think he's in? You think he's going to be a first year?
Yeah, he should. He should. Why not? Man, when, you got to think about, before, San Diego got good, man, what all the things he did, when he was there on his own. Just, the 100 catches, the leading, just it's tough sled, man, when everybody focused on, 21 LT, and he's still getting the job done. So, why not be a first ballot?
Well, Frank, along with LT, because it's clear you want him in the Hall, there's some great players that are here, but there's also some great players that are waiting to get in. With that being said, who comes to mind that you want to see honored here at the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
I would love to see my man Edmund James, a guy who I, looked up to, so when I was coming out of high school, before I went to Miami. And, I also want to see my man, Terrell Davis, even though he didn't play as long, but the time he did play, look what he done, look what he did. and getting the MVP, Super Bowl champion, and he was like a man with 2,000 yards. That's big. That's hard to do in this league. He can't help that. He can play 10 plus years. It's about what he did, when he was flying. So I would like to see my man Terrell Davis.
Absolutely. Now, lastly, Frank, and this is a huge honor, when you're ready to hang up the cleats, whenever that is, what's the legacy you want to leave on the field? How do you want people to remember you?
I want them to look at me as a complete football player, like the way I played the game of football, not just my position, because everybody run the ball, but what I did in the blocking game, the catching game, blocking downfield, and just how tough I was and how much my teammates respect me, and also the guys I had to play against.
So with that being said, Frank, it's clear that, in your opinion, you're going to be here in Canton soon then.
Well, that's not my place. To say that. That's the media and how they feel. But I know what I know I've done a lot in this league, and I know me. If my opponents, the guys I had to face, had to vote me in, I think they will. Just the way I played the game, and I think the way they respect me.
Well, Frank, we wish you a healthy rest of the way, and we're going to be watching you every step of the way as well. So thank you so much for joining us here on this Pro Football Hall of Fame Archive exclusive.
All right, thank you. Thanks for having me again.